Hey guys, Jack here. Now, I know this feels like it's been a long time coming, but I was kind of waiting for the subs of episode 8 to drop. And plus, something that happened here where the Wi-Fi wouldn't allow me to upload a video. It was a whole thing. So anyway, with that out of the way, let's get into episodes 7 and 8. Now, before we do into that, we need to go back to episode 6. Where we got introduced to Stacy, who is a human general for our bad guys and is apparently the son of one of the generals. Weird. Now, I just forgot his transformation device. I believe it's called the Gato Zinger, which is designed after the villain bird, similar to how the Gato Zinger is based off Senchun, and allows Stacy to transform into Star Caesar. And to contrast Zenkaiser, which is a fusion of Aqua Ranger from Go Ranger and Big One from Jaka, his design is more akin to Battle Japan, from the third Sentai, Battle Fever J. We also learned that he can use Dark Sentai gears, which allows him to create evil copies of past Sentai teams. Now in episode 7 we saw a few gears getting used. For our main, we actually learned that the transformation gears are just that. They're actually still Legend Sentai gears based on the actual Sentai. As seen where our 4 Robot Rangers, again, I just got turbo flashbacks, use the Gal Ranger gear, which allow them to implement the fighting styles of, the Gal Rangers. We also finally see them using the Go Ranger gear, which allows them to perform their own version of the original's finisher, the Go Ranger Hurricane, or the Go Ranger Storm. Basically, and we're going way back to this one, the Go Ranger Storm and its predecessor, whose name I forget, I may be confusing the two, basically they would either kick a soccer ball, later redesigned as a football, that would basically transform into anything. I wish I was kidding. And they use it to create an eraser. I don't get it either. Anyway, we also learned that when Stacy flips over his Dark Sentai gears, he can actually summon the past main mechs of those past teams. Also, nice attention to detail, when he does summon them, a giant black version of their toy boxes appear. That is what I call a nice reference. We also learned that the other 4 Rangers, our 4 Robot Rangers, turbo flashbacks again, by flipping to, their Kikai sides again, they can actually form a giant version of the Gatolinger. And by inserting a giant version of a Sentai gear, they can perform basically it becomes their team cannon. And basically allows them to, I don't know how it works specifically, it just got introduced. Anyway, by using Flashman, since they were fighting, ironically, Daijujin, Magic King, Gao King, and Daiboken, go figure, as basically by using the power of the Flashman Sentai gear, allowed them to shoot all 4 of them at once. However, the episode ends with Stacy summoning a lot more, but only 2 of them moving. This is Bio-Robo from Bioman and the first transforming Sentai robot from the 4th Sentai series, Denjiman, or Denziman. It tends to vary. It depends on pronunciation. I personally call it Denjiman. But all the others are basically statues. And then Stacy continues to summon more. Until they all eventually vanish. They did put this together. Apparently, my personal theory is that because they literally put the Gato Zinger together in a rush, and basically, since it's a knockoff version of the Gato Linger, which took Kaito's parents years to perfect, it can only use so much power until basically it overloads, and while Stacy my best guess, maximum he can summon is about 4, give or take. But anyway, in the preceding episode, the Zenkaichers is separated because of a door monster. Which may sound silly, but in context, they use them to separate them across the planet. And every time they try to use a door, it just sends them somewhere else. But it doesn't affect Kaito, he is alone against Stacy. Oh, by the way, we're in episode 8 now. Anyway, he then faces copies of Five Man and trying to remember. Oh, Masked Man. I'm not getting into that. Maybe in the future. Anyway, just as Kaito is about to be killed, the others arrive in their giant forms. As they use their giant forms to basically take a walk back to Japan. I will admit that is clever. I would not have thought of that. That's clever. Anyway, we also get to see the use of the Kira Major Gear, which was the preceding Sentai before Zenkaiger. Sorry, brain fart there. But then Stacy summons Geki Toga from Geki Ranger, or as it's known here in the States, the Juggler Prime Megazord from Power Rangers Jungle Fury, and Gosei Grade, which is known here in the States, the Gosei Great Megazord, which is from the sadly 20th anniversary of Power Rangers Megaforce, which shall always be an abomination against man, heaven and earth, and can personally burn in hell. You saw nothing. But they are destroyed by a giant battleship. I initially thought, cool, Space Sheriff. Another Sentai series. Another Toku series. I'll get into that later. I'll get into that sometime later. But here's where we get introduced to our 6th Ranger. Which is weird, because we usually wait until double digits for that. Guess I wanted to supplant expectations. Cool. Anyway, he is known as Zex Goldwecker, and his transformation device is the Gear Dailinger, which, in a nice touch, has the same voice that voiced 2 past Sentai transformation devices. One, the Gokai Mobile from Kaizoku Sentai Gokaiger, which was sadly adapted into Power Rangers Megaforce. The most epic of Sentai series was introduced as mediocre. Like Megaforce, abomination against man, heaven, and earth, and can burn in hell. And he voiced most of the transformation devices from Kyoryu Sentai Zuden Sentai Kyoryuger. Sorry, thinking of a different dinosaur Sentai there. Which is known here in the States as the 2 seasons of Power Rangers Dino Charge and Dino Supercharge, which I happen to like. So no abomination against man today. Anyway, apparently he is a dancer and likes to sing. And when he does transform, he actually dances to his transformation music and uses the pirate wheel. Yes, it has a pirate wheel as a tambourine. That's what I call. Yeah, I got enough for that. Now, why does it have a pirate wheel? Well, because his form is based off, once again, Gokaiger. And his transformation call is Change Tukai, as he is called Two Kaiser. Why is he called Two Kaiser? Well, we later learn that he has two mini robots. Tukai Riki, who is based on Choryuki Sentai Orange, which here in the States is Power Rangers Zeo, and Tukai Katana, which is based on Samurai Sentai Shinkenger, which is based on Power Rangers Samurai and Super Samurai, which are not as abominations against man as Megaforce and Super Megaforce were. So those two seasons do not burn in hell for me, but they will forever remain in purgatory. Yeah. Anyway, his transformation call is. Anyway, his pre-battle roll call is Kaito, or Pirate Power, to Kaiser. Also, we later learn that he can actually that by using gears based on Shinkenger and All-Ranger, I imagine there are still some Legend Sentai gears, he can actually change his forms by fusing with his little robot pals. Yeah, basically he gains, I'm not sure how to describe it. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it so far. So, yeah. 2 good episodes. Really wish they would have waited to double digits to introduce our 6th Ranger like past Sentai, but apparently these writers want to do something different. And I can't wait to see where they take this. Also, Zex has a sister. We'll talk about her next time. Well, that's all for now. This is Jack Keller saying, see ya. Oh, I do plan to go into those forums more next time.